everyone, this is Karen.
And this is Dianna.
And welcome to
Freakin Realtors. So today, before we get started, I brought me and Karen a little treat. I'm so thankful that the weather has started changing. And so it's no longer cold outside. And I got beverages for us. So I saw this on Instagram and I thought it was pretty cool. You take a small fruit bag and you fill it up with wine. And you put a little straw in it. So we're going to be enjoying ourselves as we're going to be celebrating Mother's Day. Would you like, I have pineapple fruscato.
Okay, what's the other one?
Or I have a pink moscato.
I think I'll take the pineapple one.
So we're gonna try this out and see if it's a yay or a nay to all of our mothers out there. Basically, you just pour as much as you want in here. And the nice thing about this is that the frozen fruit actually acts as a ice cubes.
Yep.
So it's kind of refreshing. And so here is your straw.
All right.
And my straw, and me and my friends, we were talking about this, and we'll definitely want this poolside. So make sure you Ziploc it.
Okay.
And it turns into an adult Capri Sun.
Woohoo! Look at that.
Cheers.
There you go. Can't go wrong with an adult
Capri Sun.
Right? Okay.
So let's see.
It's pretty good, actually. I think it will taste better if it sits there a little longer, so that you'll get the taste from the fruits too. But,
yeah.
Okay.
So definitely a plus.
Yep.
I'm definitely going to be using more of these.
Yep. This is definitely a good one. Okay.
For summertime. All right. We're going to be talking about self-care. And we're going to be celebrating Mother's Day, so hence the little drinks for our mothers out there.
Yep.
And then also we're going to be doing a Mother's Day giveaway, not getaway.
Okay, that's even more expensive. Getaway.
Giveaway, let me correct that. And so if you would like to participate, definitely stay tuned until the end of the videos to learn how you can do that.
Okay, and then we're also going to talk about, a little bit about the CalHfa Dream for All program. I know this felt like it was eons ago, right? Like it was barely released. So the Dream for All program, it launched like March 27th, and then it had like a $300 million budget. And this is only for California first-time home buyers. So basically, they were giving away a 20% down payment assistance. Like it was gone. Like that $300 million was
so
gone.
Fast.
Was gone in like 2 weeks.
You blinked and it was gone.
Yes, but I think it was a great incentive for, it was a great program, especially for first-time home buyers who've got excellent credit score but don't know where to go because, or can't afford to buy a house because they don't have money for down payment, right? I know we're kind of a little bit late joining the bandwagon, right? So what did you do after finding about this program?
So as soon as I learned about the program, I felt like, it wasn't soon after that the funds were out. So I had sent out a post on Instagram, that they did have a set budget for that. I didn't think it was going to go so fast, but, I did reach out and try to notify all of the first-time buyers out there that don't have 20% down, especially if you live down in the LA area or, not in the high desert, basically. High desert
has more expensive homes.
Yes. Expensive homes anywhere between 500 and up, 500K and up. And I did have buyers who were qualified for 550 and, they did qualify for the Dream Home Loan. And, as soon as we started looking, we were notified that it was no longer available. So, unfortunately, my buyer felt like my dream is gone because, he was joking about the dream loan and hence he thought, that's the only thing that I can do. Luckily, I did meet with my lender and with the lender that was helping the buyer, and we came up with a plan of different loans that are out there. So, even though the dream loan wasn't available to him at that moment, we came up with a different plan. So there's always different loans out there for everyone.
Yes.
So if you have a low credit score, if you don't make a lot of money, you just have to be open to all of the suggestions that a lender has out there for you because there are options out there. But what did you have? Did you have any experiences with the dream home loan?
I didn't have any negative experience about it. So I saw it, right? Everybody was posting about it. So I was kind of like, okay, well, this is a cool program. But then after taking a class about it, I was like, this is a really cool program. And it was so funny because the day I posted a video about it, 20 minutes later, I got an email saying, okay, well, this program has been paused. So I had to delete my video because I was like, okay, well, you're probably like 2 weeks too late. But then what I did, even without me making that video, I started sending it out to my clients who I know are very, very qualified to buy, but for the life of me, they're not just ready.
Right.
But I think, it was a really great program to have that 20% down. I mean, it just basically gets your foot on the door too.
Yeah. So just for an example, for those who want to kind of visualize this. So my buyer was qualified for $550. In order for him to purchase a home for $550, his 20% down was $110,000. Nobody has that amount of cash. I mean, we all wish we did, right? But the majority of us don't.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you do, kudos to you for saving up $110,000, right? Because not a lot of people can do it.
Yes.
But just so you guys all know, it's paused, meaning that they're still reaching out to the governor to see if they can put more funds into this program. So if for some reason we do have these programs available and you're really considering and purchasing a home, especially a home that is worth a lot, or let's just say you just don't know how to save that 20%, it's the program for you. So when it does come on board again, I really highly suggest to
just be ready for it.
Yes, stop your little brain, because sometimes our brains play tricks on us and we overthink, and by the time you're done thinking, it's done. Yeah. So you just need to reach out. We need to get you in touch with the lender, and we need to qualify you as soon as possible, because let me tell you, all of those that didn't get through the last time are gonna be on guard this next time. Yeah. If it does go through. So you have to get your foot in the race, like as soon as possible.
Yes.
And also, you have to put in an offer into the home.
Yes, you have to have a locked home.
And it has to be accepted, because they're requesting an address. So if you don't get that address in there and that offer accepted, then that means if the money runs out,
you don't have
done.
the money. Yes.
Yeah.
It's not saved for you just because you applied for it. You need to be in contract to take advantage of that program.
And for all my sellers out there, what would you recommend if they have a buyer who has this program?
I think it doesn't really matter what kind of loan do they have. I think this program is really just catered for first-time home buyers because, one, they're putting it 20% down, which means they don't have to pay mortgage insurance. And two, with that amount of down payment, because let's be honest, a lot of first-time home buyers, they only do 3.5% for FHA or VA, or if you have an excellent credit score, even for conventional loan, can go as 3%. What it actually does, or what this program did, is actually make your mortgage payment lower, making housing more affordable. So I guess there's a story, a story to learn on this one, right?
Yeah, and a lot of sellers lost out because they were wondering, like, oh, when is somebody else going to make an offer? And if they didn't accept that offer, they lost out. So, it goes both ways. Buyers need to act quickly and sellers need to act quickly. If they feel like that offer is great enough, they need to jump on it, because we don't know when those monies are going to come and go. So, having said that.
Okay, well, we're going to switch gears now, because this episode is about Mother's Day. It's right around the corner. You have 3 kids. I have 2. In between the mom mode and then the wife mode and then the realtor mode, do you have any rituals or practices to keep yourself sane and at least be 100 or try to be 100 present in any of these roles?
So, as I was thinking about this,
this is good. Excuse me.
It's really good, right?
Yes.
She was judging me. She's like, "We're gonna drink a whole bottle," and I'm like, "Well, you can pour a little bit in there." Yes. But look at her.
Yes, this is pretty good, you guys.
But my ritual is drink more wine. Just kidding.
And more alcohol.
No. So my rituals, so before I used to judge my husband because he used to go to the restroom a lot and play on his phone. But now I lock my door because my kids didn't even give me time to go to the restroom. I mean, even if, I just wanted to like decompress, I never, we get the knock on the door. Mom, are you almost done? Mom, what are you doing? And, whatever you tell them, they still want to be next to you. So, I've thankfully, again, sometimes I'll tell my husband, hey, I'm taking a shower, take care of the kids. And I will take a long shower because I need time, So long showers, going to the restroom by myself. I know that sounds like silly.
With the doors locked.
Yes, with the doors locked and just, taking time out for myself. Gardening, I've started to garden again. And, because for these past 2 years, it's been very difficult because I had a newborn. And prior to that, I had a complicated pregnancy. So I wasn't able to do a lot of the things that I like to do. But that's kind of my routine. And then, of course, towards the very end of the day, I haven't seen any of those nice days where I can put my kids to bed and then go to sleep early. Yeah, I haven't seen that anytime soon. I was able to, I think when the baby was younger, she was more, she was a really good baby, but now she's starting to grow up and it's been a little harder.
So what's your average sleep hour?
My average sleep hour, like the time I go to bed?
Yes. So how many how many hours do you sleep at nighttime?
I would say a good 4 to 5 hours.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty short.
Yeah. And I mean, don't get me wrong, like there's days that I can function on that, but when you have back to back bad nights, I start to either feel low on my energy, and as a realtor, you can't have low energy. Like you got to go. I can't be falling asleep trying to make phone calls, So I do what I can to try to bump my energy back up, whether it's music or whatever, listening to my podcasts or, reading a book that, gives me inspiration. So whatever works for me, hopefully, it works for you guys. But if I gave you any ideas, I hope I did my job today. Anyway, Karen, any rituals and things that you do for self-care?
For self-care, I'm really not that hard to, I'm low maintenance, I should say. So before I got married, right, I called my Friday a vanity day. So vanity day is when I do my chores, the rest of my chores, whether I have to do laundry, clean the house, and this was when I was single. Clean my room, because I rent a room, and all that stuff. And after that, I do my vanity day, which I do my facial, I do my scrub, and it doesn't have to be expensive, you guys. I don't buy expensive products. I just buy them from whatever I can find in Walmart. So it used to be like
Walmart is my friend.
Yes, me too, because I don't like making 2 or 3 trips in different stores. My husband says, why don't you buy it here? So because it's cheaper. I was like, yes, but then I buy it from there and they don't have the rest of the stuff that I need. Then I have to jump one more store and then another store.
And with gas prices?
Gas prices, and not to mention, if they have deals going on, you're actually going to end up spending more money because then you see something that's on sale, then you end up buying it. But anyway, so now that vanity day is more like I really need that day when your nails are getting dirty. It's not like every week something that I'll do if I can, but the reality is it's not like that anymore. I don't have a Friday like as a vanity day. So whatever, if I need it, I know I have to do it, then I'll do it. Yeah. But anyway, so I just do like scrubs or if I'm feeling down, I get on the elliptical trainer and listen to Audible, listen to podcasts, read books that way. Or it's really books and stuff like that, because in this business there's like a lot of highs and lows, so you have to keep yourself motivated. It's the same thing with being a mom. When you are not 100%, when you're just tired or you're not in the mood, you end up yelling at your kids. Your patience is just very, very short. And I don't want to do that to my kids. It's not fair that they get the brunt of it just because I'm tired. So, and I think, what you said, like going to the restroom by yourself with the door locked, like even 5 minutes of just that quietness without hearing somebody say mom for like, 30 times in like 5 minutes. I think it's a big help. But anyway, so those are my routines. And then when we did that ninja class at the beginning of this year, we actually started doing, we have to write our affirmations, which is we have to write it 25 times every day, and then we have to do gratitude journal, which I think really helped because although the class was only 12 weeks, I kind of got that habit. Like, I have to do it. Like, I cannot not do it, Like, the affirmation, I was like, okay, well, I can't do 25 sentences every day. So now I kind of like do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then I do my exercise, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And then, but the gratitude journal, I think it really, really helped a lot. Because, we're in this time where we're in like instant gratification, right? Like, like we just this, like we just keep on going, and whatever we did, like whether it's going out with family or spending a nice vacation somewhere, like I looked at my gratitude journal and I was like, we've just done this like 2 months ago. And it feels like it's so long ago. Like, it makes you appreciate it more by doing it that way when you write your gratitude journal. And it doesn't have to be like something fantastic, guys. It doesn't have to be like, oh, we went on a cruise to Bahamas. It doesn't have to be something big. Like, sometimes I write in my journal if I wake up early and I hear the birds, if I hear the birds, I write it in my journal, like, I am grateful that I get to hear the birds sing.
Because you don't think of the little things.
Yes, and it doesn't have to be something magnificent like, oh, my husband got me a fancy phone or a fancy jewelry. It doesn't have to be that. It's the little things every day that you have to write in your journal. And I think when I look back at my journal too, I think the trick to it is actually be specific on what you're thankful for. Because on some of the ones that I wrote, like I wrote there like, I'm grateful that I had a great day. 3 months later, you look at it like, why did I have a great day that day? Like, so you have to be more specific. Like, I'm grateful I had a great day because we went for a walk in the park, And then that way, that memory sticks to that day while you're grateful. But anyway, I want to give you this since it's Mother's Day. So these are some of the things that I do. I'm giving you a gratitude journal that you can start. Okay, guys, I got this from the 99-cent store. And it's not 99-cent store, okay? But there's so many things.
There's nothing 99 anymore.
Yeah, there's nothing
so
99 anymore. But I think I like this one because it just looks like a notebook. There's a lot of gratitude journal that you can do and buy on Amazon. But I think the gratitude journal, sometimes it's one sentence. Sometimes it's a lot longer. So I think this is better. Because then you can write as long as you want.
Well, thank you. This is awesome.
And then some facial scrub for you. Some body scrub for you.
Nice.
So those are the things
so
that
when I take my long baths
yes,
or my long showers.
And this is a moisture mask for your hair. So those are the things that I usually use for my vanity day. And guys, again, this is not anything expensive. I don't buy $100 worth of products. They're all from Walmart. So just sharing that with you. So
thank you so much.
That's my Mother's Day present for you, and thank you for the drinks. I'm really enjoying this. Okay.
And I just want to, I know I'm going a little off script right now, but guys, we don't thank our mothers very often.
Yes.
They are the unforgotten. And now being a mom, sometimes like I know like me and my mom, us as women, we're very, like, competitive with one another and things like that. We don't mean to be, but we're just like that. And, I try to tell my mother I love her all the time, and I'm so thankful. But, do that because, as a mother, you do so much. You have so many sleepless nights.
Yes.
You are up with your kids all the time when they're sick. I mean, all the time. And when I mean, I take whatever kid is sick and I take them to the couch, and my husband knows, there's someone that's sick because I'm not sleeping in my own room, and it's like medicine and teas and soups and, and everything that you have to do to go above and beyond for your child to make sure that their well-being is priority. Making sure that they have clothes on their back, making sure that, they have a roof over their heads, along with your husband, of course, making sure that they're fed all the time, that they have their favorite snacks, that, a lot of times I feel like, our kids are so comfortable with us that they have that relationship where they can tell us things that maybe they won't tell our husbands or their dads, but as we get older, we forget these things, and, we see our mothers as, they're just nagging all the time, And unfortunately, we forget of all of the beautiful things that our mothers have done for us. So, take the time out today to thank them for all of what they've done.
Have lunch with them, maybe.
Have lunch. Give them a hug, and I'm not talking about like a hug that me and Karen just did. I mean a hug, and just say, thank you for everything. And, just with that, your mom will probably be thrown aback because we don't get gratitude, from a lot of people. We give a lot, as mothers, and we don't receive a lot, and we're always okay with that, because we know that we've done our best as a mother.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, take the time to say thank you to your moms. You don't have to spend a lot like Karen just did. I am so thankful for her. She is my little partner in crime. And, I'm so thankful for her because any knowledge she has, she definitely spreads it with me, and, vice versa. But, tell your parents, definitely how much you love them. And I know Father's Day is coming up soon, and we'll have a special for that.
For Father's Day,
yes. But, as mothers, you just want to make sure that we go above and beyond and let your mothers know that you do love them. We all make mistakes. As mothers, we don't know what it's like to be perfect.
Yes.
It's trial and error, guys. Nobody gives us a book and tells you how to perfect a kid. Like, there's no book,
Yep.
So just be thankful you have a mother, right? And if you don't have a mother, then your best next thing, whoever took care of you, that is your mother figure. So anyway, having said that,
I think that's beautifully said. Oh,
yes.
I almost started crying.
I know. I was like looking at Karen. I was like, I'm going to make her cry. It's too much wine for you.
I was like, I'm going to keep drinking, you guys. As long as we're recording this podcast, I'm going to keep drinking, okay?
Okay. So, like we had mentioned before, we are doing a giveaway, not a getaway.
Not a getaway.
Even though we all want to get away.
Yes.
We're doing a giveaway, and we want to... thank all of our watchers who have been watching our podcasts. And so to win, please comment below, what is your most unforgettable experience as a mom? It could be funny, it could be scary, or it could just be like an aha moment, like, oh, I didn't know this, but maybe on your next child, you didn't screw up so bad. We are going live on Friday, May 12th. At 10 o'clock, so please, 10 a.m., not p.m., and make sure that you watch, because we're going to be drawing our lucky winner, and then we're going to meet you in person, and we're going to drop off some flowers and the gift card. Karen, what is your most funny, scary, or aha moment?
Okay, and anyway, so I think just as an example, right, it doesn't have to be, like what Dianna said, it could be scary, it could be funny. I think the most unforgettable experience I had as a mom is when I just had my first daughter, or my first child, Trinity, when you had your baby, you're like up every 2 hours. So there were instances where I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would be like, oh my God, where's the baby? And I forget that she sleeps in her own crib. But because I'm so freaking tired, I felt like maybe I rolled over her, I killed my own baby on accident. But I think that's the most unforgettable experience I had as a new mom. What about you?
Well, my first... Obviously, you always have your first with your first. You know what I mean? And I think it sticks because you're so bad as a mom. Because, of course, you have people who guide you, but it's not like living. And I remember my mom always told me like that she never breastfed any of her kids because one, we didn't want any. That's her excuse. I tell her it's an excuse, Mom. And then on my third brother, she said he would latch on and she would kind of get scared because he would latch on really hard and he wouldn't want to let go. So she got freaked out and she didn't breastfeed. So, when I started breastfeeding, I actually didn't know what to do. My mom didn't know what to tell me. Like, she never had it.
Yeah, she never did it.
So I was determined. I was like, I'm going to breastfeed. I don't care. I want that connection with my daughter, because we knew at that time she was going to be a girl. And I just wanted to feel the connection, right? And of course, nowadays, they really coach you in trying to make sure that you connect with your child, the whole skin to skin and all of this stuff. So when my daughter latched on, I thought, oh, I'm doing this right because she's latched on, and she wouldn't, she would feed for let's say 5 minutes and then she would, stop and then she would latch again for 5 minutes and she would stop and then she would latch again. Well, just think about licking your lips every 5 minutes. Okay. What happens? They get chapped. Well, eventually I got chapped, and I'm not going to go into details, but there was blood, and the nurses were like, we know it's your room because your baby cries almost every 5 minutes. And then finally, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, so anyway, long story short, I figured out that there was chapsticks that that is intended for, yes. But I didn't know. And so I'm like raw as can be. And my mom was just like, my daughter's a trooper. I can't believe she's still breastfeeding. Yeah. And, at that moment, I think it was one whole day I went like that. And then I told the nurse, you know what, give her a bottle because I need some sleep. I had not slept and I was so tired. And then my first daughter was born on the 30th. And so New Year's Eve was right around the corner. Mm. And they actually gave us a celebratory dinner, which was actually pretty good. Yeah. And with a little champagne, sparkling cider. But other than that, it's funny because now on every baby shower, I always give the nipple cream, and the pads and everything that I didn't have at the time, because
that's a lifesaver.
Yeah. Yes. And, because nobody really shares that information because we say, oh, nipples. Oh, my God, don't say nipples because, we ain't human and we don't have any, it's dumb. But anyway, that was my experience. So it was funny, scary, and definitely something new.
All right, guys. Well, but if you just share any of your most unforgettable experience, on the comment below, and then like what Dianna said, we're gonna do a draw, and then we're gonna do we're gonna give away a $50 Ulta gift card. It's really an even cute gift card. It says for mom with love, and then we're also gonna get a bouquet from courtesy of Acacia's Country Florist, which is located off of Hesperia Road. It's right by Harbor Freight. So if you have any floral needs, feel free to stop by at their shop. Shout out to Chuck and Jane. Thank you so much for supporting our platform.
Thank you, Chuck and Jane.
Thank you.
And also, before I forget, don't forget to click and subscribe. And then also... we'll also be sharing some of the stories just so that we can all laugh together or enjoy these moments and, just really enjoy the whole Mother Day experience. And other than that, please comment, and as always, thank you for watching Mother Freakin' Realtors.